Welcome to Good Mythical More. We're going to take a trip down nostalgia lane, looking at some school supplies and how much they're going for these days on eBay.
But first, we're going to take a new selfie face. This one is a puppy for me. Breathe. Breathe.
Oh, that's what the puppy does, man. Giving somebody a puppy is a risky thing.
You got to know they want one.
Giving somebody a living creature.
You got to know they want one and they're capable of caring.
My grandma was given a poodle,
And she just let it go.
after my grandfather passed away.
She released it into the wild.
No.
Yeah, I saw it.
Nicholas was a Christmas gift.
Nicholas is his name?
She named him Nicholas.
Because it was a Christmas gift.
Uh-huh.
Because of Saint Nick, who's Santa.
And he was a wonderful companion, but I mean, there were a couple of months of like, why did you do this to me?
He was a companion? She's still around?
What?
You said...
They're all dead, right? The grandma, the poodle, they're all gone.
Oh, that set of grandparents.
Yeah.
I was thinking about your
nanny.
your surviving grandmother.
Yeah, you never met Nicholas?
Oh yeah, the poodle.
The white poodle.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a feral poodle. I would come over and he would just kind of be in the backyard, and I was like, I don't see a fence.
Let's see some eBay ads. But
Yeah.
I want to see the price because that would make
No,
it easy.
yeah.
all
So I'm
dead.
going to show you some vintage school products,
people and the dog.
and I'm going to tell you about them,
They're all
and then you're
different.
going to have to guess the price. Did you guys have any cool? Do you remember any cool school supplies that you had that you like rocked?
I had a pencil collection.
I had a pencil collection.
And I would even have like boxes that the pencils were in. I never used any of the pencils.
Oh, you mean like it was a pencil collection of like yellow pencils?
No. They were special pencils. Like some of them, one of them was like, it was like spiral carved, and some of them I think were scratch and sniff pencils. It was all types.
Okay.
I don't recall. I was just barely hanging on to like things not falling apart and being able to have like a pencil with a lead in it, an eraser that was working. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't on top of that school supply game.
Well, girls had like school supply trends we went through. Like gel pens were really big for a period of time, and you were judged
Those are
based on
big
your
in our
gel
home now.
pen
Yeah.
collection.
Like Christy
What's
loves a good gel pen.
What's the difference?
It does make you happy to write with them.
They come in just like a bunch of different colors, and there's like think they're like
Smooth writing?
milky.
Smooth writing.
I like
and
a good
you
smooth
can get a
write.
whole set. Yeah. We got those now.
Okay, I know you're really waiting for this. Let's see our first item. It is a vintage Lisa Frank Hollywood Bear writing book. You're familiar with Lisa Frank, of course.
It's still in.
I mean, how
is
long
it in
is-
the packaging or does it have like protective plastic?
I do not have that
Condition
note.
new.
It comes
How?
with stickers. It
course.
was popular in the 1880s and 90s.
1880s. Okay,
Wow.
all right.
Lisa
Lisa
Frank.
Frank has been going
She's
strong.
been around.
Can you imagine?
I didn't know they had that kind of printing in 1880, but
Like
now
going on
we
like
gotta
historic house
change
tours,
my
and it's
answer.
like, of course, this is the children's school desk and their Lisa Frank binders. And this is what I took like because I toured houses. Did you know that Lisa Frank is worth an estimated $200 million? That has nothing to do with the cost of this, but it's a fact I have.
It says no interest if paid in full in 6 months on $99 plus.
That's just that's an eBay ad, right?
I believe
red
that's
herring.
probably true, but like, why would that get triggered if it was less than $99?
I have seen that on everything.
Yeah, I don't. There's no way this is more than $100. In fact,
I remember Lisa Frank folders being popular when I was a
2311.
kid. 2311. Okay.
We missed this. We did not. We had Trapper Keepers.
$41.95.
Ooh, boys. $165.
Should have gone with my instinct about that $99 plus.
But did it move though?
Oh, was it sold? I don't know. I had a dolphin scene
160.
on a folder. I remember that very specifically. It was multiple dolphins. They were all leaping out of the water.
Happy dolphins.
Now, I mean, gender norms aside, I mean, back when this was coming along, were there like the guys' versions of this too? Like
No.
this, because with Trapper Keepers, you'd have like the race car.
I had a trapper.
There were.
I just
like,
had a red one.
My dolphin, the ones I had were the most boyish, of course, of the ones you could get. I didn't have anything that was pink. Like the dolphins were jumping out of a blue ocean. She didn't,
no
it
pink
wasn't a
oceans
pink
for
ocean
you, right.
situation. Also, to clarify, I did not have gel pens because they were too girly for me. So I just looked at other girls' gel pens.
Did you have the? I know that we did the protect your books with
Oh yeah,
Grocery store
with the grocery
bags.
things, but then you would like draw things on that, and then there would always be a kid or two who's obviously their parents had done it for them, but it was like they used like wrapping paper instead of grocery bags, and so it'd be like, oh, that's a cool birthday themed math book that you have there.
I recall doing that in high school, in public high school in North Carolina, and it was not cool to have anything that wasn't just like a brown bag cover situation. It was embarrassing.
And then when we got to college, you bought your books and then you sold them back to the bookstore at the end of the semester.
Yeah. Do they even do books anymore? Or is it like Kindle?
Man, we had some engineering books that
Let's
were
see
like
another
this thick.
This is a antique vintage schoolhouse pencil sharpener.
Oh, I thought it was a fishing rod.
It looks.
Does
I mean, it
look
looks
like
like it
that.
was buried.
Now this is from the 1880s.
I don't have a date on it, but yes, it is from the 1880s.
Engineering pen.
And it's got a wooden handle and then spots on the bottom to hold screws.
Now
to
I will
mount it
say
on a
that the
desk.
$99 in 6-month installments is not under this one, so this would lead me to believe that it is less than $100. Again, I context clues.
You context.
I context clues on a regular basis. If something can be contexted, I'll context it.
I mean, the
That's a piece of crap.
Bowie's Creek Elementary, where we went all the way through 8th grade. My mom also went to that school
It's a high school.
as a high school, and so our 8th grade classrooms would have these pencil sharpeners in them, and they were very vintage. It was that, and it might have been the same ones that were there all the way when my mom was in high school. That's pretty wild, isn't it?
You probably use the same sharpener as your mom. Think about that for a second.
I remember the sound it made, and you would certain people would be given the assignment of sharpening pencils
Oh, that was my
for other
favorite.
people. You know?
What about cleaning the erasers?
Yeah, on the side of the gym, on the brick. So like there'd be this one spot where it would just be like a bunch of chalk on the side of the gym wall.
Did you like cleaning the erasers? If you were given that duty, where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna really clean these erasers.
Probably, but I definitely remember being the one to lower the flag.
Oh, I was on flag duty one.
That was awesome.
One year.
Lower it and fold it.
Uh-huh.
I could fold a mean flag. I mean, it was just like a veteran ceremony out there. Nice triangle.
They don't bring. I don't know if they,
No.
at a school now they don't bring the flag down. every
I
night.
I never had that experience. I think we had like a flag in the classroom in public
Yeah.
elementary school.
We had a flag. Had to run it up the pole every day, in the morning. Bring it back down at night.
Okay, $109.
1785. This is a piece of crap.
$112.49.
Whoa, Link! Look at that. You almost got it.
Save 10% too.
But you can't put that on a payment plan. I'm confused.
Yeah, $112. Yeah, but I mean, this vintage stuff, people eat it up, especially if it looks like it's been unearthed.
Yeah, it looks like it was literally like a Civil War.
You know what?
Relic.
somebody bought that and put it in an Applebee's. You know, somebody's an Applebee's buyer.
Applebee's?
I think Ruby Tuesdays.
Ruby
TGA
Tuesday?
Fridays?
TGI Fridays, maybe.
Ruby
it
Tuesdays
says all
is
the same thing.
is coming hard with this stuff everywhere.
Ruby Tuesdays. No, they got classy.
No, I think it's
they
Friday.
cleaned up.
It's Fridays.
Well,
You're thinking
I
about
do
the
know-
waiters. You're
What?
thinking about the waiters and the pizzazz or whatever
Yeah,
they
yeah,
call
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Flair.
Yeah. This one I feel like is right up your alley. It's a vintage He-Man backpack from 1984.
Condition new. That thing's been vacuum sucked.
And He-Man's head is like it pops out.
Yeah, it's like coming out of a pocket.
Oh, it's 3D.
This has got
He-Man.
some IP, you know. I mean, this is
Yeah, this.
people will get into this. I mean, you're thinking about buying this right now. I can see it on your face.
Yeah, how much would I pay for this?
You know what backpacks were really cool? The
Cool.
LL Bean backpacks that you could get your initials
Yeah.
on. Those
Yeah,
really cool backpacks.
We had those. Are you saying they're coming back?
No.
Back?
No, they were cool when I had a backpack. I mean, I still have a backpack.
Were you in high school? When you were in high school, were you a one strapper or a two strapper?
2.
Yeah.
If you have to think about it, you're a tour.
it's definitely a sign of how old you are.
We're oneers.
We're a one strapper.
Because you just want to.
I had a lot of books that one shoulder could not carry.
I love that scene
Nerd.
in 21 Jump Street where, like, Channing Tatum's, he goes back and he's like, just do the one strap and everybody's doing the two straps. So I was like, there he goes. That's
Really?
it's the cutoff.
Well,
What's your
rolling
number?
backpacks came out in middle school for me. And
that's
people
about the parents.
people carried rolled rollies into high school. I'll tell you that right now.
That is not cool because that means that your parents control you.
Well,
Okay.
no, because
I
at
want
the
you to
time it
hurt
was like
yourself.
it was new.
3, 2, 1.
Two.
385.
Oh, you guys went up on this one.
Yeah, this is Masters of the
He
Universe.
man.
This is a big deal.
Yeah, 275.
Oh, okay. I went over.
Yeah.
275. Not bad. Not bad.
You want to get it? You want it for your?
Doesn't look
for
very
your, next birthday?
durable. Durable.
Okay, we're going back to 1900 for this antique vintage school desk. It's a E.H. Stafford
Yes.
Manufacturing Company of Chicago.
I don't understand.
Elgin,
desk.
Illinois.
Where you sit on that?
Well, I think
You sit and then you have to use the next person's
Yeah.
desk. So this alone is useless.
You sit and oh wow. So if you had somebody who was a hard rider, you were
This
feeling it all the
This
time.
is just like a plane seat with the tray.
it folds, I guess, the folding seat, and then it has an inkwell hole.
Oh.
That's
I'm not sure how much it costs, but I would guess just offhand, shipping's probably about $133.15 just on with that kind of item in that condition.
I don't know about the demand for this, but I'd say at least approximately 18 people are watching this.
it.
Just to see what happens.
18 people.
That's our type of comedy.
18 people are watching this.
Reading an eBay listing as if it's things that we can discern.
But hold on, but how cool would it be? Wouldn't you like to just be able to dig into the lives of the 18 people who are watching this? Like, what do they have in common? Like, let's do a documentary, and it's just about the 18 people watching
it's
this
an Applebee's
desk.
buy or a TGI Fridays buy.
It's called watching.
Just called
Watching the Watchers.
Um,
They're too afraid to actually pull the
Now
trigger
on
on something.
TLC.
That's a cool desk, and it's furniture. So this is you got to watch out on these kinds of ones.
Of course, they might be selling 40 of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they're making a lot of money.
3, 2, 1.
$432.10.
$699.99.
Yeah, I mean that's a good. I mean,
$700. It is.
you
old.
put that in your little house, and
You know
people
what's
are like,
affordable?
That's cool, man.
What's more affordable? This T-shirt.
Yeah.
But watch out now. This is not a normal t-shirt.
No, it's not.
This freaking t-shirt glows in the dark. You know, if we turn off all the lights here, you'd be blinded by this design. It'd be the only thing you'd see. We're not going to do that because it doesn't work that well with cameras. But in real life,
it's glowing really hard, and then for some reason the cameras can't see it.
so if you're
These
like
cameras suck.
if you're a YouTuber and you think this would be cool to do, don't. But if you're just a normal person or a YouTuber who just wants to have a normal, I'm marketing other YouTubers all of a sudden.
If you're a YouTuber who wants to do what?
Have a glow in the dark shirt.
Okay.
It's not going
Then buy ours.
to for your normal life,
Yeah.
but not for your content.
Yeah, right.
How about a mechanical pencil bulk sale?
Oh gosh, I have an erection.
Oh.
Look at this. I mean, I have like a mechanical erection.
Okay.
I don't have an
Can
erection.
I just bow out now?
I didn't. It was just a saying.
Yeah. You know the old saying. Oh
What?
gosh, I have an erection. Be careful where you say that. Be careful where you break that saying out.
I can't stand up. I mean, in school, that is what would happen. It's like, don't call me to the front of the classroom because I've been using my mechanical pencil.
Yeah. I remember one of our
I love a
one of our
mechanical
good friends whose initials are WT, but I won't say who it was.
WT.
Said he didn't teach me. He told me 'cause I didn't need to be taught. He was like, if you're dealing with that particular condition and the bell rings and you need to exit, he was like, that's what your books are for. He was like,
That's where you hang your strap.
It's like, just put your book in front of it.
Hey, yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, the book. Do I drape it? Oh, like, how does it work? You open the book. And, can you use the whole backpack?
Hello, I'm ready for class. All right, mechanical pencil bulk sale. Vintage, very rare. From the left,
Yeah,
we've got the
Stevie
S20
just got quiet.
deep red .5 clip. Now, I'm a .5 man, but a .7 is still workable. S3 mouthpiece. You okay back there?
Chase is telling me about kids in middle school wearing backpacks forward, and I missed something that sounded a little snarky that you said that had my name in it.
Oh, so Chase, you learned about this. You were taught as well.
Yeah. Chase, we're doing a show here.
Chase is like, you just wear your backpack forwards. What I said was, notice how Stevie has just gotten quiet.
Oh yeah, I was listening to Chase talk about
0.5.
his middle school experience.
Yeah.
Now these are pre-owned, which immediately makes me lose my interest.
Well, they're probably not manufactured anymore. I mean, shipping is $31.
But there's a deep red.
I have a note here
There's a lot
that
of these.
one of the pencils is available on Amazon for $46.14.
Okay,
Just one of them?
$46.
Good God.
Free 60
They've been going up every time.
Also,
This is
the
in Japan.
answer will blow your mind, I will say.
This is this shipping from Japan.
These are
Yeah.
special.
There's like 20 there.
Okay. Very rare.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. $2,500.
$2,400.
Oh,
Okay, maybe it won't blow your mind. It's $1,242.52.
Only
mine
because
was
you said that.
$1,500, and then I changed it when you said that.
Sorry.
Eh. All right.
Oh, how about this vintage map set?
Oh.
1952 to 54.
I wonder
It's
how much.
canvas.
We could get the maps that are in our creative house. I bet you we could. I mean,
Those things are nice.
and they might be from the 50s.
They could be older than that, honestly. I mean,
Where did you get those again?
a house that Jesse and I bought the first house that we bought after getting married in Chapel Hill, in the attic. Apparently, the person who had lived there before was like some sort of professor or doctor. I think a professor, not a doctor. I guess they do have charts, but it's like
Biology, physiology.
the kind of chart that you would have in like an anatomy class at the college level.
Like this, a pull-down canvas.
And we were just
backed.
like, I guess we own these now? And so then Link and I used them to decorate.
Well,
I remember
one of them was on the Mythical show set through the
yeah,
window.
when we
Yeah.
moved into our first studio,
musty.
you brought them in,
Did you
and
smell
they
it
were
when you
like
went over there?
wet and
Okay.
really smelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hadn't
I aired
unrolled
them out.
I've actually still got. I thought about. It's funny that you're talking about this because I thought about it like 2 days ago. I've still got boxes of things that me and Jesse put in that attic. We still own that house. I've owned it for 20 years. It's the first house that we ever had. And I still got boxes with our stuff in it. And I was like, next time we go back to North Carolina, I need to like go and get that stuff out of what's in those boxes. I think like Jessie has a guitar, like her guitar from college.
Huh.
I need to go in there.
All right. Write down the answer.
How many of them are there? 12. 43. 43. Does count. Okay. $537.61.
$1,343.56.
$2,000.
$2,000.
Whoa, just a cool 2,000.
Yeah, and they're not nearly as cool as the one we have.
They're just states, right? Is that just a state?
That's
It's just
cool.
New York.
It's just New York. I don't even care about it.
All right.
There's 50 states, not 12.
School's out for summer, y'all.
The truth is out there. Get the invaders from Mythical glow-in-the-dark tea now at mythical.com.